Doctors told me years ago that by my 90s, I'd likely be frail, maybe even bedridden. When I was 60, I watched friends my age slow down, get sick, and give up. I was terrified I'd be next, stuck in a chair or in and out of hospitals. Fast forward to today, I'm 92 years old. I still drive my own car, and I haven't had a serious illness in 30 years. Not even a cold. It's not luck or magic. I credit 5 daily habits that changed everything for me. These habits sound simple, maybe too simple, but I'm living proof they work. If you're in your 60s or beyond, or care about someone who is, listen closely. These 5 habits could rewrite your future just as they did for me. And stick around till the end. The most powerful habit is saved for last as a surprise. Let's start at the very beginning of my day, before I even get out of bed. Habit number 1, the 90-second morning movement, my wake-up signal. Before my feet touch the floor, I spend about 90 seconds moving my body to gently wake it up. Why? Because mornings can be rough as we age. Overnight, blood pools a bit and joints get stiff. If you jump out of bed too fast, you risk feeling lightheaded or even taking a tumble. I learned this the hard way. In my early 60s, I once tripped first thing in the morning because my legs weren't fully awake yet. Now I do things differently. I lie on my back and do a quick routine. 3 deep breaths, wiggle my fingers and toes, roll my wrists and ankles, stretch my arms overhead, and gently pull each knee toward my chest. That's it. These gentle movements signal my body time to wake up without shocking my system. This tiny ritual makes a huge difference. By the time I sit up, I'm steady and alert instead of creaky and wobbly. I don't shuffle down the hallway anymore. Studies show seniors who stretch in the morning have better balance and fewer falls. And doctors say a little morning movement loosens stiff joints and steadies your blood pressure. I feel the difference myself. If I ever skip my morning warm-up, I'm much stiffer and more unsteady until I do it. At our age, we don't need to jolt our bodies. We need to prepare them. Those 90 seconds are like priming an engine before hitting the gas, and they really do set a positive tone for the day. Ask yourself, do you leap straight into your day, or do you give your body a gentle wake-up call? That small act of self-care each morning can change how you feel for hours afterward. And if a 90-second wake-up sounds too minor to matter, wait until you hear my next habit. Because every morning, right after getting out of bed, I drink something that's kept me healthy for decades. Habit number 2, my golden morning drink for an iron immune system. Every morning after waking, I make myself a simple, golden drink that turbocharges my immune system. It's just warm water with the juice of half a lemon, a dash of turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. It might not sound like much, but this tonic is a powerhouse for my health. Lemon is loaded with vitamin C for your immune system. Vitamin C boosts your white blood cells, the infection-fighting soldiers. As we get older, our immune defenses weaken, so starting the day with a vitamin C boost is smart. Plus, lemon juice jumpstarts digestion by signaling your stomach to wake up and get ready for breakfast. Then turmeric, that bright yellow spice, is one of nature's best anti-inflammatories. Turmeric's active ingredient, curcumin, has been shown to greatly reduce inflammation in the body, and chronic inflammation is behind many problems of aging. Achy joints, heart trouble, memory loss, you name it. A bit of turmeric each day helps douse those internal fires of inflammation. One catch, curcumin isn't absorbed well on its own. That's why I add black pepper. A pinch of pepper contains piperine, which boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Think of pepper as the key that unlocks turmeric's benefits. I stir this all together and sip it slowly. And the real reward is how I feel. Since I began this habit, I practically never get sick. In my 50s, I caught colds or flu every year. Now I can't even remember the last time I was laid up with a bug. Even when the grandkids bring over sniffles, I stay well. It's been decades since I had a serious illness, and I credit this daily drink. My joints thank me too. My once stiff knees and fingers feel so much better now. The turmeric keeps inflammation down, and the lemon water has tamed the morning heartburn I used to get, and science backs it up. Curcumin strengthens, so tomorrow morning give it a try. Before your coffee, mix warm water with lemon, turmeric, and that pinch of pepper. As you drink it, imagine vitamin C boosting your immunity and turmeric reducing inflammation throughout your body. It's simple and inexpensive, but it can make an enormous difference in how resilient you feel. By now, my body's awake, thanks to habit number 1, and fortified, thanks to habit number 2. But I'm not done. Habit number 3 might surprise you. It's so ordinary people underestimate it. Yet for me, it's like daily medicine that keeps my heart strong, my joints limber, and even boosts my mood. And it doesn't cost a cent. Habit number 3, the 15-minute anti-inflammatory walk, my daily rebuild. Every single day, rain or shine, I take a 15-minute walk. I'm not doing it to exercise in the traditional sense. I do it to heal and rejuvenate my body. It might sound simple, but a daily walk is like a wonder drug for longevity. One study found that even people over 85 who walked as little as 10 minutes a day reduced their risk of death by almost 40%. If a pill could do that, we'd all take it. But walking is free. Walking isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. A short walk each day acts like an anti-inflammatory tonic. It improves circulation and helps flush out toxins, which quiets down the chronic inflammation linked to arthritis, heart disease, and other ailments. I also find walking is the best mood booster. It clears the mental cobwebs. I often start a walk feeling a bit stiff or cranky and come back feeling loose, energetic, and in a brighter mood. The key to habit number 3 is consistency. I walk every single day, no excuses. I remember skipping my walk once years ago because I was too busy. And by evening, I felt like I'd aged 10 years in one day. My joints were creaky, my mind was foggy, and I just didn't feel right. I swore I wouldn't skip again, and I haven't. It's that important to me. Now, you don't have to power walk or go far. I stroll at a comfortable pace and breathe deeply as I go. Sometimes I even put a little smile on my face while walking. It makes me feel more relaxed and happy, and there's evidence that smiling, even for no reason, helps reduce stress. By the time I get home, I'm standing taller, my knees and hips feel looser, and I have a gentle energy buzz instead of fatigue. I like to remind myself that every step I take is adding a bit more time to my life. If you're thinking, I'm too tired to walk, trust me, a walk will give you energy rather than take it. On days I don't feel like it, I tell myself I'll just walk for 5 minutes. And you know what? Once I start, I always end up going longer because it feels good. I've never once regretted taking a walk, but I would regret not taking one. Our bodies were made to move. As the saying goes, motion is lotion. It keeps your joints lubricated and your spirit lifted. Even if all you can manage is a slow shuffle around the yard or a lap in your living room, it still counts. Make it a daily habit and you'll reap the rewards. Are you finding these tips helpful? If so, leave a comment and let me know which habit resonates with you, or share one of your own daily health tips. I'd love to hear it. Now let's move on to habit number 4. Habit number 4, the nutrient I never skip, protein power. If there's one thing older adults shouldn't skimp on, it's protein. In my early 60s, I was feeling weak and foggy by midday. I assumed it was just normal aging, but my doctor told me otherwise. I wasn't eating enough protein, and my body was starving for it. As we age, we actually need more protein to maintain our muscles, our bone strength, and even our brain function. Protein is the building block for our muscle tissue, immune cells, and many hormones and neurotransmitters. Without enough of it, we start losing muscle, which makes us frail. Our metabolism slows down, and even our thinking can get muddled. So I made protein a priority, especially at breakfast. I used to grab a piece of toast or a bowl of oatmeal, which was mostly carbs. Now I ensure my breakfast is packed with protein. For example, I might have an egg, a scoop of Greek yogurt, or some cottage cheese, plus a handful of nuts and a few berries. That easily gives me around 25 to 30 grams of protein to start my day. Immediately, I noticed a difference. No more 11 a.m. energy crash, no more shakiness before lunch. My energy stayed steady and my mind felt clearer. I wasn't getting hungry an hour after eating because my body had real fuel. In the following months, I actually got stronger. Instead of slowly losing muscle, I could feel myself gaining a bit. Suddenly carrying groceries or lifting my grandkids became easier than before. It's amazing. When you give your body the right building blocks, it can rebuild itself even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Protein also bolstered my immune system. I found that after upping my protein, I healed faster from small cuts and bruises, and I shook off colds quicker. It makes sense. Our immune defenses are made of proteins, so when you're well nourished, your body can respond to health challenges faster and stronger. How much protein do you need? A good rule is to aim for around 25 grams of protein in each meal. For instance, a piece of fish or chicken about the size of your palm, or a cup of beans or lentils would do it. Include some protein every time you eat. Eggs, lean meats, fish, dairy, tofu, beans, nuts, whatever you prefer. And don't skip protein at breakfast. A coffee and a slice of toast might be quick, but that's like running your car on fumes. Give yourself quality fuel first thing in the morning, and you'll feel the benefits throughout the day. Since I made protein non-negotiable, I feel much more resilient. Here I am in my 90s, and I have the strength and stamina to play with my great-grandkids and tend to my garden. I rarely get seriously sick, and I believe it's because my body has the nutrients it needs to repair and defend itself. Your body doesn't care how old you are, it cares how you feed it and treat it. High-quality fuel in means high-quality performance out. Prioritizing protein has been one of my secret weapons for aging well. Now, we've talked about moving your body and fueling your body, but we haven't talked about the power of your mind yet. The fifth habit is all about keeping your mind just as healthy and youthful. Let's dive into that. Habit number 5, the 3-minute mindset ritual, mental immunity and calm. This final habit is about keeping your mind youthful and resilient. Every morning, before I do anything else, I spend about 3 minutes tuning my mindset. I sit quietly, close my eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Then I visualize my day going well. I see myself handling any challenges with calm and patience. I imagine feeling strong and grateful as I go through my tasks. In a way, I'm rehearsing a positive, low-stress day in my mind. Mental rehearsal really works. When you vividly imagine staying calm and confident, your brain starts to wire itself for calm and confidence. Over time, my little visualization habit has made me far less easily rattled. I've essentially trained my brain to default to steady instead of stressed. And that's huge because chronic stress is a killer. Constant worry floods your body with stress hormones like cortisol, which over time weaken your immune system, raise your blood pressure, mess with your sleep, and even impair your memory. I even had a friend whose constant stress contributed to a serious heart attack in his 60s. Seeing that happen was a wake-up call for me. I knew I had to keep my own stress in check if I wanted to stay healthy. I think of my 3-minute ritual as putting on mental armor for the day. I choose to start with a calm, positive mindset so that stress finds it harder to stick to me. And research backs this up. Studies show seniors who practice mindfulness or visualization daily have less anxiety and even stronger immunity. A calm mind truly can translate to a healthier body. So what do I do exactly in those few minutes? Aside from visualizing a calm day, I also focus on gratitude. I deliberately think of something I'm thankful for, even something small like the smell of my morning coffee or the sunshine outside. That simple act of gratitude instantly lifts my mood. Sometimes I'll also repeat a reassuring affirmation to myself like, I am capable of handling whatever today brings. It makes a difference to give yourself that little pep talk in the morning. Here's a quick example of how this habit helps. Not long ago, I had a near miss while driving. Another car almost caused an accident. My heart jumped, but I stayed calm. I took a breath, steered out of harm's way, and carried on with my day. A younger me might have been shaken for hours after. By spending a few minutes strengthening my mental outlook each day, I've built up what I call mental immunity. Little annoyances or surprises don't throw me off like they used to. I'm happier, I worry less, and I genuinely believe it's keeping my mind sharp. At 92, I still feel mentally flexible and even-keeled, and I attribute a lot of that to habit number 5. The best part is, this habit is free, and anyone can do it. You don't need any special training, just a quiet moment in your own breath and thoughts. Even if you start with just 1 minute of sitting quietly and thinking of one happy thought, that's great. The key is to give your mind a moment of deliberate peace each day. We've now covered all 5 habits, from waking your body gently to nourishing it, moving it, strengthening it, and caring for your mind. Individually, each habit is pretty simple, but together they completely changed my life. I'm 92 and I feel strong, clear-headed, and grounded, largely because of these daily practices. A big reason they work is consistency. I didn't do these things once in a while. I turned them into daily routines. And day by day, those routines compounded into huge benefits. It's like planting seeds and watering them a little each day. Eventually, you get a flourishing garden. The same goes for your health. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but is it too late for me to start? My answer is, it's never too late. The human body and mind are remarkably adaptable, no matter your age. Studies have shown that people in their 70s and 80s can significantly improve their strength, balance, and memory by adopting new healthy habits. Our muscles respond when we use them, and our brains respond when we challenge them, whether we're 30 or 80. I've seen people in their 80s start new exercises or hobbies and make remarkable improvements. I began these habits at age 60, and they turned my health around. Even if you're 70 or 80 now, a year of practicing some new healthy habits can make you feel stronger and more energetic than you do today. You still have a future self who will benefit from the efforts you put in now. Before we wrap up, I'll tease one more thing. I do have a special nightly habit I haven't mentioned here. Something I do before bed that I suspect is another big reason I've stayed so healthy. New research is suggesting this nighttime routine might be a key to slowing aging, especially for brain health. I'll share that in a future video because it deserves its own spotlight, so stay tuned for that. For now, I want to challenge you to pick one habit from the 5 and start it tomorrow. You don't have to do everything at once. Just choose one and commit to it for the next week or two. Maybe try the 90-second morning stretch when you wake up, or drink that lemon turmeric golden tonic first thing, or go for a short walk each day, or add a good portion of protein to your breakfast, or spend a minute in the morning doing some relaxed breathing and positive thinking. Whichever you choose, do it consistently and pay attention to how you feel. Once it becomes routine, add another habit. Step by step, you'll build your own set of healthy rituals. Thank you for spending your time with me and letting me share my story. If you found value in what I've said, please let me know. Maybe leave a comment about which habit you're excited to try, or share this with someone who could use a health boost. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Until next time, stay healthy, stay hopeful, and remember, we're not getting older, we're getting better.